Hello, Karin here on behalf of Makers Mercantile with the top 5 things to look for in today's newsletter. Now, before I get to my 5 things, I just want to go on a little tangent here. And I know I'm talking to all of you who are creators. If you are watching this video, chances are excellent that you either knit, crochet, sew, embroider, weave, spin, felt, or do something with textiles, dye. There's something that you do with textiles, and thus you are actually watching this video. When we are working with our textiles, we do it in general, I think, and I'm going to speak for myself here. I do it for several reasons. Number one, yes, I find it very soothing to do. Although sometimes I yell and scream because I do something wrong and I have to tear it out or whatever. But in general, I find the process very soothing. But the main reason I do it is so I can get something that I like, that I want. There are plenty of garments and accessories out on the market that you are going to find that are going to cost you less than if you make it yourself. But if you make it yourself, you can do several things. First of all, you can get much higher quality materials than you would if you purchased it online or in a shop. Second of all, you can make that piece exactly the way you want it. When you purchase a sewing pattern or a knitting pattern, that is your guideline. That is not something that you have to follow. It's your guideline. You know, if it says to do ribbing for 2 inches and you're like, oh, I'd really like to see 6 inches of ribbing, wouldn't that be cool? Do 6 inches of ribbing. It's okay, and it's gonna look awesome. You know, listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and if you feel like something should be changed, change it. You know what? The first time around when you change something, it may not work out. All right, tear it out, do it again. It's okay. But use your patterns as your guidelines. Don't use them as something that you strictly have to adhere to. And trust me, you will have a lot of fun and you will come up with some amazing things. Okay, so now I really have to hurry so this video doesn't get too long. Talking about that, a few weeks ago, I featured a sweater, and actually I have it here so I can show you. This was the happiness sweater. And this was a sweater that our own Kyle Koenneke actually designed for me out of Yarn Snob's Powerball. This is their Powerball. It is one gigantic 500-gram ball that is hand-dyed to perfection. And every single one is different, so every single sweater is going to be slightly different. But we designed this, we ran out of Powerballs. We now have more Powerballs in. So if you would like to buy a Powerball and you'd like to knit the sweater, go ahead, purchase your Powerball. As long as we have them in stock, we will gift you the pattern for free. So there's that. But talking about changing patterns, Kim, who is one of our team members, decided she wanted a happiness sweater, but she didn't want it quite as happy as my sweater. So she made it more sophisticated. And this is her result. So this is her happiness sweater. She decided to use 2 Zitrone yarns. Both of them are absolutely lovely. One is Vulcanspiel, which was actually designed for socks, and it has 20% nylon in it. It makes amazing socks, by the way. I think we can get a photo right up here of what the socks look like. If not, they are in the newsletter. And she mixed it with Feinheit, which is 100% merino. And the reason she mixed the two is because she wasn't exactly sure how the Vulcanspiel would pool. So what she did is she started with the black, and then she alternated every 2 rounds, black, multi, black, multi, black, multi. And this is the result, and I think we are absolutely thrilled with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the Vulcanspiel and we're going to take the Feinheit. We're going to make them 20% off. I'm not exactly sure for how long. It's written up in the newsletter. I think it might be like 10 days or something. We usually end on a Sunday, probably the 18th or something, but check it out in the newsletter. And this way, you too can make yourself this sweater. Now, it does take 3 hanks of the Feinheit and 2 of the Vulcanspiel, although you're going to have a lot of the Feinheit left over. Enough to make like a little beanie or a pair of mittens or something. So if you purchase the 5 hanks, you will get the pattern for free, but you don't have to purchase the 5 hanks to get the 20% off. So if you like the way those socks look, get the Vulcanspiel. It really is a great sock yarn. If you want to get your own colors to make this sweater and you want it to be a little bit, you know, jazzier, we have lots of different, well, these are actually different colors. We have lots of different Vulcanspiel colors. There's some that are just really, really loud that I don't have here, and we have some that are a little bit more muted. If you have a hard time matching colors with the Feinheit online, just give us a call and we will help you match those colors up. All right, moving right along. If you are one of the lucky people who has received one of these boxes in the mail, that means that you are either a hat or a sock of the month subscription box member. Well, both our boxes are ending in August, but fear not, we are going to be replacing them with just one box, and it's called the Knit Box. So every single month you will still get a project. The only thing is now instead of getting all hats, so a hat every month, or all socks, a pair of socks every month, you're going to get different items. You might get a cowl one month, you might get mittens, you might get a scarf, you might get socks, you might get a hat, but you are going to get a small project that you can finish in 1 month easily in this box, along with a lot of other goodies. So if you want to sign up, there is a link down below. Our subscription starts in September, and it's going to be an amazing box in September. I think you're going to want to be part of it. For those of you who are part of our Hat of the Month, you received one of these great bags with your last shipment. This is our hats, or our Cats in Hats bag. And what we did is we took all the hats that you have knitted, and at least there's 11 of them. The 12th we couldn't get in because it wasn't done yet. And we placed them on cats and made this cute little notions bag that's white on the inside for you. So these are our hats, hats on cats bags, or Cats in Hats bags. Either way, they're great little bags. We got so many comments. People were saying, can I buy another one or whatever? So we decided to make more, and we're actually now selling them. So you will find a link to those below as well. Now, talking about altering patterns, we are doing this challenge with the Fielder pattern, which is a Merchant and Mills sewing pattern. And last week we had Connie's interpretation of it, and this week we have mine. So what I decided to do is I took the dress pattern. So this is the pattern. It's called the Fielder. There you can see the dress. I took the dress pattern and I made my own changes to it. And I'm dropping everything on the floor back there. I made it a lot shorter because I wanted a shorter dress. I made the hem, so I'm not quite sure if I'm getting this high enough. I made the hem so it's shorter in the front than it is in the back. And other changes that I made is instead of cuffing the sleeves, I shortened the sleeves and I edged them with some really fun colored ribbon. On the chest, I felt that it was a little baggy going all the way down for a dress. I think for a short top, it was perfect. But for the dress, I decided that right here on my bust, this actually hits my bust. This model has perkier breasts. They're a little higher than mine. But this here hits right on my chest. And so it just pulls it in a little bit and gives me a little bit more shape, which I really like. I used a linen, 100% washed linen that comes from Merchant and Mills, as well as a linen tencel blend for the sleeves. I decided I wanted to make the raglan stand out a little bit more, so I used black sleeves. So those are the changes that I made, and that was my interpretation of this pattern. Next week we have another interpretation of the pattern from Anu. She is our newest team member, and if you want to join in on the fun, get your Fielder pattern, show us what you've sewn by the end of July, and the top winner, or whoever's photo that we think is the greatest, we will actually give you a $25 gift certificate. All right, I think that about does it. It is a weekend, it's a Friday. That means that a lot of you have Saturday, Sunday off. Go enjoy yourselves, do something creative, have some fun. Monday is gonna come around before you know it, and then comes Tuesday, really exciting, because it's another newsletter. Yep, all right. In the meantime, have fun, stay safe, and yeah, be happy. Ciao.